Whore. What?
Who has better curse words, English or Hindi?
Hindi curse words are more flavorful. You call someone their sister's dick.
That little pause so I can read the title was slick. The title for the last video, it was like trust fund babies versus minimum wage workers.
Could say to you.
Offensive word.
The most offensive word.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna say it.
What's the most offensive thing someone could say to you?
It's sometimes words hurt that not necessarily slurs. It's just like regular phrases, like, you know, you're worthless, you're nothing.
Saying something negative about my character.
What's the worst thing someone can say to you and it would like actually hurt your feelings? What's the worst thing? What's something someone can say to you and you'd be like, damn, that was fucked up? I'm trying to think, like, I'm so carefree. I don't really care about too much. What is the worst? Let me think about it. Let me come back to that.
Disrespectful, something like that.
It's like a
Yeah, I feel like it does depend on who it comes from too. John, what's up?
implication of my
I kind of like this hoodie. I like this.
morality.
What's a word that would really jab at your heart?
Cocky.
You don't have integrity.
Cocky?
Honestly, like idiot.
Useless piece of shit.
Damn, that's actually kind of that's like, I feel like that's coming from the chest. You useless piece of shit. that kind of would hit hard, low key. I feel like that one is like you've been holding that one in, and like this is the perfect time to bring you down. You useless. What she say? You worthless piece of shit. Yeah, that is crazy.
Sinner.
No humility or like selfish.
Honestly, I don't like the word obese. I think obese is like an outdated medical term, and I'd rather just be called fat.
Anything like deeply, deeply misogynistic would probably get me. Like, you stupid bitch.
Bitch.
Oh, hey, bitch.
I hate her. She's a bitch.
Really?
I feel like being called a bitch is very, very offensive.
Have you ever called anyone a bitch?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of bitches out there.
Somebody call me a bitch.
Facts. There's a lot of bitches out here. Love them.
Those are fighting words to me.
My mom has called me a bitch.
It hurt way more than from a stranger. I ain't gonna lie. If my parents ever was to say that, I wouldn't even care. I don't know. I guess I feel like I don't care about too much. If they was to say that, I'd be like, okay, all right. You call me a spineless or useless, I'm roasting your ass till the day is over.
Bitch, and I think that when she says it, it really hurts me.
But yeah, I feel you though. It depends on who it comes from. I think
if you
it depends on who it comes from.
were just to call me mean, that would hurt more than you calling me like a bitch or something.
This one guy started screaming at me, calling me a bitch, calling me rude.
How'd you feel? How'd you react?
Oh, I felt horrible. I felt like I was gonna cry.
My ex, I tried breaking up with him and he started screaming in my face and calling me a whore.
I don't know. I don't really get offended by words.
Not often offended by specific words.
I tend to have thick skin. None of it really phases me at the end of the day.
Racially, sexuality-wise, it doesn't really bug me.
I'm pretty confident in myself, so it's kind of a shrug it off kind of deal.
Everything just like means nothing to me, actually.
Why do I feel like this guy is me? Everything is nothing to, like, I don't know. I feel, is that bad?
Means nothing to me, actually.
If I was younger, I'd probably say the N-word. But sometimes when people say it, I think it's kind of funny.
What?
Like if like just a white person called another white person the N-word.
What is the most offensive word someone could ever say to you?
Any negative word, I'm really sensitive. Like, even the word loser makes me cry sometimes.
For me, I think maybe it's loser because I work really hard. I'm very prideful.
I feel like being called gross.
Yo, gross is gross. Like, yeah, that is kind of mean. I ain't gonna lie, gross. Like, imagine one of your friends just trying to put you on with a girl, and like they ask like how you feel about them or how they feel about you, and they're just like, ew, gross. I would be hurt. I think gross, ew. Those two would probably hurt me. I ain't gonna lie. Ill gross? Like, what the fuck do you mean ill gross? What is ill gross about me? Yeah, she's right. Okay. I was waiting for something to like maybe trigger my mind, and I think ill gross would hurt me coming from a girl. Ill gross.
It's like an especially shameful thing.
Oh, give me the backstory.
My dad was a hoarder, and so it just feels like the ultimate insult. I don't like being called MILF. I am.
Your head is crazy. That's all I thought she was gonna say something about her head. I mean, shit. I don't know. Depend what your player type is. She might be a MILF for real.
Not just a mom. I'm a whole person.
I hate the word dork. I just, it gives me, I don't like it.
I think if someone called me a rapist, I would be like,
I can see it. Yo, I would definitely, I feel like he has a van. He's definitely been called one of those before. Yo,
like, whoa.
I can see it.
Like, because I think that's one of the worst things that someone can be.
What's the most offensive word someone could say to you that would really get at you?
You look really young. Are you in high school? Are you sure? Are you in middle school? Do you have your driver's license? I'm 24, so I guess that gets really annoying.
I get really offended when people say that I'm being annoying.
Honestly, what always gets me is annoying. That will set me off every time. I know it's not like a curse word or anything.
I don't know if there's a specific word. I think it would hurt most for someone to imply that I'm cold.
I've like been my biggest bully, so I feel like I've called myself
Normally, I don't agree with white people getting tans, but God, go get some color. Oh my, I got flashbanged.
What's the most offensive word? Like, this is the worst word that you could say to me.
The most offensive word? I think being called the C word. I just don't think it's a nice word. Like, I don't like the sound of it. Like,
can she speak louder, or is that a thing?
just the sound of the word.
You ever
Cunt? Is she scared to say cunt?
tried saying it out loud? No. Are you interested in trying?
Sure. Cunt. You cunt.
Cunt.
What is wrong with being called a cunt?
Cunt.
Ain't that like another word for pussy, right?
I really don't like that word. It just sounds very harsh. I also don't like the word cock.
Cunt, I don't hear very often. And I think that's why it hurts more.
What's the most offensive word that you know?
Retard.
The R word.
The R word.
Bruh.
Anytime
I'm not gonna lie, I spam that word every day. I'm not gonna lie, that I call people that every day, and I tell people to shut up every day or shut the fuck up. Literally, I say those two words every day. I'm not gonna lie.
was just called slower behind. It just stuck with me pretty hard.
Probably any type of slur.
I was thinking about this the other day. Coon. People still use that term coon.
I say that too. I say that every day. I'm not gonna say every day, but I use that.
The one that people say to Asians is chink, right? As I was walking past someone, they actually said like, dirty fucking chinks, like
what?
Towards us.
Yeah, he just
that's crazy.
Rolls his window down while my mom and I are just going like 1 mile an hour trying to navigate. And he's like, learn how to drive, you fucking chink.
Someone did call me an Oriental in terms of like a I was parking, so I definitely.
Okay, that's bad, but they called you an Oriental?
Felt offended there.
I've been called
fucking That's
Ching
crazy.
Chong once. That was pretty offensive.
What they call her?
Chong once.
Offended there.
I've been called Ching Chong once. That was pretty offensive. He just repetitively was like Ching Chong, Ching Chong.
That's crazy. That's not funny, but that's crazy. I'm just imagining a angry white person just spamming that word over in like that is crazy.
He just repetitively was like
just stood there calling you that?
Ching Chong, Ching Chong, Ching Chong. I just wanted to beat him the fuck up.
Honestly, I encourage racist people to get beat up, honestly.
I've been called a beaner before.
I'm from the Middle East, and people have called me like terrorist. That's pretty offensive.
What's the most offensive word someone could say?
Well, probably the N-word.
The N-word with the hard R. You could say, the N-word with the A at the end for black people only, But don't use the hard R. We will fight. I will fight.
I've never been called that, but I also lived in like the area I'm in is really just black and Hispanic. So I haven't really had the chance to really get called one. And even if I'm in the city, it's like, I don't know. I've never been in that situation. So I don't know what it feels like, how I would react. I don't know.
Fight you.
But I feel like if they was to say that, I'd be like, bro, you can't get more creative. Like, I ain't worried about that word for real. I slap the shit out you though for even saying it, but like I'm not worried about it.
If like a white person or someone that like said it to me like in a form of hatred, that'll get me pretty heated.
The hard ER.
I never got called it though.
Instantly just
I don't know.
adrenaline, like blood boiling.
That would be the one instance where I'm like, all right, like you got to put them hands up.
When people use that word, it's like to degrade me. There's no question. I'm fighting, yeah.
Has someone ever called you that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you respond?
I punched him in the face. Yeah.
I haven't been.
You know what I hate? When there be like racist videos, like on like it'll be like a racist video somewhere on Twitter or YouTube, whatever. And the person recording isn't doing anything about it but recording. Like, bro, I want you, like, it's cool you recorded it, but teach that person a fucking lesson. Like, that would be me. I'd probably record the aftermath, though. I don't know. But I just hate seeing, like, those crazy videos where the person just behind the phone recording just crazy shit and not doing nothing about it. That kind of bothers me. I don't know. I feel like something needs to be dealt with. Like, it needs to be dealt with right then and there if it was me. But I get it. Some people aren't like that for real. So everybody reacts different.
Called the N-word before, but my sister has, and my dad has, and my brother has. And the way it affected them, like it lasted for like
my
weeks.
Football teammates. What the? Is this Doja?
There's just a lot of hurt behind that word, and it's still, you know.
Your football teammates is crazy.
Relevant hurt that still kind of bleeds into society today.
Well, being called a dickhead or an asshole or kind of is one thing. Those words are trying to demean, but not dehumanize.
Is he about to cry? Did he just have a flashback of being called a dickhead?
Which is why it's the one I won't say.
What is the most offensive word?
Slurs towards people of color, slurs towards gay people, of which I've certainly heard them recently, in fact, frustratingly.
Just 2 days ago, the kid screamed faggot at me when I was in a parade doing color guard.
I've had it yelled at me in a hateful manner once, I think ever. And boy, I was like shaking mad.
Being a gay individual, I think it used to be faggot. However, I have reclaimed that word. It doesn't bother me. I use it in passing.
It's something like I will call my friends as a joke who are gay, but like personally, if someone calls me a faggot just driving by, I get kind of scared because I have had people who tried to jump me while calling me a faggot.
What? Jump you?
No one has ever said that to me. I've never even heard that word in America not being talked about a cigarette.
Yes, cigarettes. The F word for cigarettes.
I heard it a lot growing up.
Ever directed towards you?
Oh, all the time, yeah.
The homophobic F word, it's saying like basically like you hate gay people. You're letting them know with like ill intent that you want to make them feel small.
Yes, there's been a lot of like progress, but I feel like there's still
I like the sweater.
A huge amount of people that use that specific word to hurt people.
I was assaulted sophomore year in high school, like sent to the ER assaulted, and
what?
And the dude was just like screaming fucking faggot the entire time. Every time I heard that word since, it just kind of triggered that moment.
Sent to the ER is crazy.
I don't know, because
I never I don't understand to that point. Like, why do you care? Like, their life isn't affecting your life at all. Like, you're not fucking them. You're not in a relationship with them. Why do you care that bad? So you have to beat them up to send them to the hospital. I never understood that. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you don't have to agree with them, but disagree with them from afar. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I feel like
that is crazy.
Word can be like taken back and reclaimed.
If it hasn't been used against you, you have no right to try and reclaim it. I think any word that can be used as a slur to hurt people, you shouldn't fucking say it.
My name is Brooke. I'm a director at CAP.
That's crazy. All right. Well, we learned a lot today. I learned that ill gross might offend me. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck do you mean by ill gross? Yeah, ill gross. Gross, ill, disgusting. That would make me be like, yo, what's up? What you want? What do you mean by that?